let's move on to another Big Ten spot. Northwestern Wildcats 1-0 at Iowa. Hawkeyes 0-1. Excuse me. Northwestern opened up its season with that 43-3 blowout at home over Maryland. 537 yards of offense, 325 coming on the ground. Iowa opened its season with a 24-20 loss at Purdue. Noli, you got your eye on this game. Take it away.
Yeah, this is a matchup that I've somewhat always have my eye on between these two. You know, you look at the last 2 years, Northwestern pulling off the victory just 14-10 in 2018, and the last year Iowa winning 20-0. These games typically are dead under type of scenario, and the reason for it is the coaching. The coaching has always been is always going to be inducive to the under. You look at some outside voices when they talk about Iowa. They said they're as fundamentally sound and disciplined team as you'll ever see. They're never going to overwhelm or confuse you. They got a signature style that they'll never stray away from. Sounds predictable, but that doesn't mean that they're ever easy. You know, so it's just the style of play of what they play. They run the ball and they can stop the run. Those are two things that I'm always looking for, and those are two things that these teams really do really well. Northwestern, when you look last week, they put up 43 points, but we talked about it a little bit before in the show against a Maryland team, which they were able to do pretty much whatever they wanted to. They took their foot off the gas pedal even a little bit at the end, still ran for 325 yards. That's not going to be the case here against an Iowa team. Only gave up 104 yards in their game. And Northwestern's only given up 64 yards rushing per game. This is a team, these are two matchups that pretty much is one in the trenches. They always go at it. I expect this game to go under even at the number that it's at. I think it ticked up a little bit. You're able to get maybe a 46.5 right now, and I like that under.
Noli on the under 46.5. That's available as we speak, the 46.5. Monday NCAA opening lines show. Thank you guys for watching. We're talking Northwestern Iowa right now. Iowa opening up as 3-point favorites. This is now 2.5-point favorites. Northwestern Iowa. John Ryan, you have a feel here?
Yeah, I like Northwestern. I like the underplay too. There's a system here. It comes in on Northwestern playing on road underdogs after outgaining their opponent by 250 or more total yards in the previous game. And they have an experienced quarterback under center going against an opponent with an inexperienced quarterback. So again, I'm beating a dead horse, but during these first couple of games, the first 4 weeks, that experience is monumentally an advantage for the Northwestern team. And I think we saw last week, I don't think that was a fluke. They won by that kind of margin. And I'm happy for them doing that. So I think that momentum, everybody's happy in the locker room. Everybody's got to be, feeling pretty good. And I think that'll pay off for Northwestern in this game. Looking at some of the metrics here, final score, projection is roughly 40-20 in favor of Northwestern. So, 80% probability that's somewhere in the final score, plus or minus 3 on each team. So worst case, it could be 38-25. And obviously you add 3 and subtract 3 and you get the range. So in this game here with Iowa, when they allow 28 or more points, they're 20-70 against the number the last 10 years, 1-5 the last 3. When they allow 5 or more rushing yards per attempt, they're 6-20 against the spread. I don't think I need to go on. Total yards per play, Northwestern is projected to get 6.5 or more total yards per play. And when they do, or when an opponent has done that to Iowa is 9-30 against the spread the last 10 years. So those are the things I kind of like myself watching in a game, because when like in the Rutgers game, when they got to 28 points, that was one of the parameters. It makes you feel pretty good that you're going to win this bet. And conversely, when things aren't going your way, at least you understand what's not happening in the game that is causing you to lose the bet. But in this case, I'm on Northwestern to cover easily.
Northwestern to cover easily. CMAC, we have Noli on the under, John Ryan on Northwestern, easy cover. Are you making a move here?
Yeah, I might take this under here. I'm gonna stew about it all day. John, did you say you had a projected 40-20
Yeah.
for Northwestern? Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't like the under. You like the over here.
Correct.
Okay. I was just double checking when you said when you said 40-20. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'd lean under here. Go ahead.
No, I forget it. Just keep going.
No, I'm leaning under here and only. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. So that's my only way here. Only thing is in college, like last week, Iowa versus Purdue, 24-20. It just takes another touchdown. Kind of drives me nuts in the mid 40s. But these would be the team. Iowa's the team that I would take under, and I have traditionally over the years. So that would be my lean for sure. Go ahead.
Alrighty. That's locked in. We have John Ryan on Northwestern, and we have Noli and CMAC both on Northwestern Iowa under